Welcome. I invite you to silence, to explore your heart. Thank you. I honor the persistence of the silence. Persistence of breath. Persistence of your genius.
Silence sustains itself.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Pascal.
Morning, everyone.
Hello, beautiful people.
I welcome you to Persistence of Genius, where silence sustains itself. Those are the words that have began to come out of the silence.
From persistence, I got unravel.
From unravel, I got shedding skin.
What I got from the silence is know my heart. Follow my heart.
I choose the desires of my heart.
Let the heart shine.
emitting my heart vibration.
All of these words seem to come around to alignment.
Alignment.
Embodiment.
Twice I noticed I could let go of the shallow thinking and get lost in the nothing, but everything. And it startles my mind, my thinking mind. And then that pulls me right back out of it. It's like the examples, Joe, you've shared with us in the past.
To me, that sounds like going into the essence of beauty, of life.
I wonder how our world could change if we started seeking that. Available to ourselves at any time, rather than looking for the essence of life out there.
Could I do a little exercise with us all?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. I'd like to do my interpretation of, or us interpretation of the silver method. So if you just imagine in your mind's eye, number 3, a big helium balloon in your mind. Say that number 3 times in your head. 3, 3, 3. Now we're just going to relax all the body even more. Starting off at the top of our head. Just relax your scalp. Just feel the blood streaming through the sensations. Gently breathing in. Now just relaxing your scalp. Saying thank you to your scalp. Now move down to the sides around your head. Feel the sensations, the energy. And just encourage you to relax. Be grateful and appreciative. Relax your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead. Relax your cheeks, jaw, your ears, all of your head. And as we go down, keep getting more and more relaxed. Just relax your neck. Feel the energy streaming through. Just encourage you to get more and more relaxed. Relax your shoulders, let them drop. Feeling the energy around your shoulders. Just being grateful. Just let the energy stream down your hands, down your arms, to your hands and your fingertips. Just giving love, attention, focus and appreciation for every part of us, physical form, and all the other levels that connect to that. Now just relax your chest and your back, and just keeping everything's getting more and more relaxed as we breathe in. Relax your stomach, your lower back, just relief. Letting go. Relax your hips and your waist. Relax your bum, your thighs. Get more and more relaxed. Relax your calves. Feeling the energy swirling. Your feet, your toes. Give them a little twist if you want. Any movement you want to do, it's beautiful. Just do it. Just relaxed all of the bodies. Just scan the bodies anywhere that could be more relaxed. Encourage you to relax deeper. Now we're going to go into stage 2, relaxing the mind. So just imagine the number 2 3 times like a big helium balloon. And every time you do this, it's anchoring you. So every time you come back, you just reinforcing and strengthening the neurological pathways to step into this alpha brainwave relaxed state. So now just imagine yourself in your most relaxed, peaceful, beautiful, serene scenario. What does it feel like? Go into that feeling and expand it. It could be on a hammock, it could be waterfalls, whatever's beautiful and perfect for you. What can you see? What can you hear? Can you touch? And just breathe into that relaxedness. And relax. And then just imagine a number 1 3 times. And then just imagine that we separate from our feet, just pure energy in our feet, pure energy in our calves, up our legs, our waist, just letting go of the body so we can be in our true natural state, pure energy, pure infinite possibility. Just imagine you've got no waist, no tummy, chest, no arms, no head, and just be in that energy, that soothing, calming, loving, rejuvenating, energizing connection to your truest self. Namaste, beautiful people.
We could stay there all day.
Yeah, I love that one.
I'm encouraging us to do so, no matter what else is going on.
Even amidst the madness, we can
Yep.
still have this connection within
We
ourselves.
can live from there. Live from inside that 24/7.
What I really love about that is that was Jose Silva that came up with that, and like he was like an electrician, and like his kids weren't doing too well at school, and he came up with that method because he noticed that like the electrical wire is like the more resistance he could move, the easier the electric flowed, and that's exactly what he's doing there with the body, just relaxing it all so the energy can flow through it. But I love that he's like he was big into like Think and Grow Rich and stuff, all them books. But like it's really, really simple. It doesn't go into anything crazy, you know, like he
Yeah.
utilizes that knowledge, but doesn't overcomplicate matters. He just keeps it really simple, you know. There was no big words there. It was just all about being relaxed and like, wow, amazing. And then yeah, literally with that, like they do have an anchor where you literally put your fingers together when you're in that state. And that was like the first anchor I learned about, apart from the quantum leap one where you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. But yeah, amazing, eh?
He was an amazing man.
And this is like the lady that studied with him as well. Like she used to win the lottery all the time. There's crazy stories about all that, man. It's all about like, yeah, being in that alpha, calm, relaxed place. Wow. Yeah, but what a guy, man. What a guy. It's an honor to be able to stand on such giant shoulders. People with just a genuine deep desire to help humanity be its best.
Yeah, it's deep relaxation, 3 levels deep.
Yeah. And the guided one on YouTube's really good. Like puts on some weird music, but like that also takes you into theatre. But if you get the proper official one, do you know, by Jose or by Mind Valley, powerful.
Combine that with binaural beats in your ears.
Yeah, and breath work.
Yeah,
Oh
then
my
it's
days.
actually working into your system, right?
Oh my days.
I have to leave, so my choice for today will be to stay engaged with the light. Thank you so much, everybody.
Love you,
Have a great
Alison.
day.
Bye, Allison.
Blessed one. Big
Thank
love,
you,
big
Allison.
love.
Love you.
something's coming to me now is one way to stay engaged is to amplify it so much that it's just constantly growing. And the growing is an automatic engagement. But that's it, choosing to stay engaged.
I choose my best.
Mm. Your best is enough. Your best is more than enough. What's coming at me is I love to be excited. I like to be excited, but when it comes to like doing podcasts and that, it's good, but it's when you're excited. And if I was doing these podcasts from this place, feels a lot calmer, a lot more relaxed. And another thought that's come to me recently is I think the only reason I've not interviewed David Icke so far is because I'd probably just like literally blow up with excitement. So I think I need to build up. But like literally I've been getting excited about, whatever's been going on. And I'm starting to realise that the excitement when it comes to the podcast and that is cool, but like it's a bit like I'm flying off. And I want to be calm and centered. I choose to be calm and centered, for the best of all involved and drop in some excitement, but come back because working from that excited place, it's a bit chaotic.
Yeah. Occupy your genius, Joe. Occupy it.
Yeah.
Someone's come into my life that's teaching me deep relaxation.
Wow.
And I don't know that was intentional, but that's what's showing up for me. And that's the only place I found that I can be truly creative from. It's just deep equilibrium, deep homeostasis,
Mm.
and being present in that moment of stillness. It's the most powerful spot that I've found anywhere.
So do you know like how you're not like a fan of like necessary meditation and that? Like what would you class that as, like a journey going into that relaxedness? Like, and then can you, because I think like people are going to come on this call and yeah, and they relax and that, but like you say, the more relaxed we get, the more we can get into the heart space.
Yeah.
Because people will be coming here, and although we've been here for like hundreds of days, so it's like easier for us to tap into that flow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, let's put it this way: we're getting better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I still know there's a long ways to go, because I've been exploring that and exploring how much deeper it could go. And here's what I'm coming up with generally, is that there's thousands of modalities out there, and the effectiveness I've found has been from a combination of modalities that actually that are correct for me. And I've tried many of them. Just in the last few weeks, I've started to look at them from kind of combining them from a combination viewpoint, and it's the results are deeper. So for me, one of them was one of the things that really helped was hypnotherapy. And hypnotherapy is about taking your subject into a state of deep relaxation, and then making suggestions, providing suggestions, allowing them to suggest what is true for them, what is correct for them, and take them through that process. So for me, that's one of the things I've learned how to do that for myself. And I also took training and actually became certified as a hypnotherapist because of that, because it worked so well for me. But there's more here too. Like, thank you, Joe, for bringing up the Silva method again, because I had tried that before too, and it was good, but for some reason or other, I kind of lost it. So I'm going to revisit that one too. And the other things that have been really beneficial for me has been binaural beats, and especially the ones that train my brain to sit in a theta or even a delta brainwave state for an extended period of time. And so I'm looking at combining all of those. Oh, and another thing too, along with the binaural beats is energy medicine and a physical one that I found. It's called frequency specific microcurrent. And that does amazing things, but you have to have a machine to run that. So combining all those for me is going to be really beneficial all the way around. but I'm pretty sure that there's a unique combination of those for me, and there's a unique combination for everybody on the planet.
Right.
So, so it's not like we're evangelizing any one method. It's like, exposing other people to combinations of those, and also individual things like that. So, finding a common denominator that would be true for everyone is kind of where I'm sitting about that right now. But yeah, so Joe, your Silva method thing was really inspired this morning. So thank you.
Yeah, it felt inspired.
Yeah, I want to honor that you gave attention to that, and that you shared it with us. It's really special. Thank you.
This one, Craig. We love you, mate.
Yeah, I love you too, Joe.
Craig, when you say like it works for you, like, what do you mean by that? Like, is it a feeling or that you're getting out of it?
It's a deep knowing. It's a deep knowing of internal synchronization. Like it's just like that. It's like I know that I know that I know that I know that it's true, that it's correct.
And can you get there without all these modalities?
The modalities are kind of a catalyst for just going deeper. And I would say deeper into soul, deeper into multidimensionality.
I'd like to think once I've gone there and felt that and experienced it, it's enabling me to go back into that feeling, easier, quicker, faster.
Yeah, and I'm experiencing that too. But for me anyway, it all started by doing Silva's level 3, which is body, right? So yeah, so I've been carrying, throughout my life, I've been carrying like muscle tension that was very, very extreme. And getting to a place where that tension is dissipating in my body, in my muscles, in my physiology, was definitely the first step for me. So it's interesting that that's the starting point for Silva as well. And as I go deeper, I sense, like, I'm noticing my body is really sensitive. I'm noticing more sensitivity in it, but I also know that that's my truth. My truth is a body that's hypersensitive. And then going deeper with that, and deeper with that. And it's kind of like, it's something that I want to practice. It's something that is worth giving my attention and my time to. Because I'd love to live, and I'd love to live from a state of deepness 24/7. Because I'm noticing that's a really effective way for me to live my life. is from that place of deepest relaxation.
So I got a choice for you.
Okay.
I got a choice for your punk.
What's that?
I got a choice for your punk.
You better listen.
I want to hear, Pascal.
I choose to bring my beingness into my doingness.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing I'm near some paper. I'm gonna write that down.
And I feel like it's I'm the same, you know what I mean?
I choose to bring my beingness into my doingness. It's a new word as well, beingness and doingness.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. I know I've lived most of my life from my doingness, and all of that's flipping around right now.
Yo, that choice is epic, Pascal. I love that choice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I choose to bring my beingness into my doingness. All my days. Oh yes. All my days.
Yeah, it's starting to sink in, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh my days. That is a choice and a half. My beingness into my doing. Oh.
So does my doingness emanate from my beingness, or have I got it the other way around?
Well, yeah, your being comes from your doing comes from your being. But it depends where you want to start it. I reckon being's first.
Yeah, it's like if you're going
Be,
through a meditation,
do,
right?
have.
Like whatever like feeling you experienced this morning, you bring that into your doingness. You know, because like you were talking about podcasts and like being excited and all that, and you were like, well, it's nice, but like you kind of want to be grounded when you're like interviewing people and stuff. So it's like bring that peace, calm, composed, centered, right, into your work.
Aware.
Yeah. And just be present, right? Like, and like the thing, like, I feel like, you know, doing podcasts and whatnot, like, yeah, you can prepare some questions, right? Obviously. But in the same time, like, don't prepare yourself too much.
No.
You know, just be present. Just be present with that person, and then like it'll come. It will come. Just like Craig said, like, you know, like you don't need to write anything really, but you know, it's that ego mind that says like, oh yeah, you know, it's your first podcast. Oh, you got to write all these questions and all that stuff, right? So, but really, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
just
that groundedness.
Get out of the way and let
noticed.
spirit speak, eh?
Yeah.
You know, because like it might not flow. If you're preparing so many questions, it might not flow with the conversation that you guys are having, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe like you want, like you asking a question and then like you want to go deeper in that, but then you're like, well, yeah, but like I got to ask this question now.
Yeah.
Who says?
Yeah.
Right? Because your ego, mind, identity, like wants to know.
Yeah.
They already knows, like, you know, like your beingness knows it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But your doingness can think that it knows it all too, but that's not the right know-it-all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, know-how becomes an obstacle in that scenario. It gets in the way. That whole "I got this" attitude gets in the way.
I don't know. I think it depends where that's coming from. I've got this, or like an arrogant "I've got this," or a calm, sure. Do you know, like, you know? I think.
Yeah. That statement doesn't usually come from "I don't know." So that statement gives away power, gives away your power. It doesn't sound like it, but it does.
What statement?
I've got this.
Right. Well, I don't know. Like that's it. Like not being prepared and that, like, or not being fully whatever. Like going in there with all the questions, like having that attitude, that belief, because we have got it on a universal level. The more we can relax into it, you know what I mean. The more we've got it. But who's talking? Is that the ego talking, or is that the higher self certainty of knowing?
Well, I would say like the person that prepared the question is the ego, mind, and identity.
The I in the "I got this" is a personal thing. It's an individual thing.
Yeah, we got this.
And we all know all. Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing that's really been helpful for me too, in the last bit too, is to use the collective pronouns like "we" and "our" and "us." You know, we are exploring, we are learning.
Because
With
there's
the
a we in you as
understanding that
well.
we're not
There's all
separate,
the
right?
different
We're not
parts
really
of you,
separate. Yeah, exactly.
and it's all the separate parts of you. Like I is also separating you from all the other parts of yourself, innit, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you're only going for something with part of yourself, so no wonder it's conflicted. So
Right.
So yeah.
That's an imbalance from the beginning, because there's nothing that it can balance with. An individual is lopsided. Creation always takes two, at least two. For me, it starts with a balance of masculine, feminine energy inside me. Keeping that in balance so that the two energies can combine and create. When one overshadows the other, the creation ends up being lopsided too. Deep relaxation is just another form of balance and harmony. So I've spent a lot of time in the last 10 days or so just resting and doing what appears to be nothing. But there's been more balancing that has gone on in my experience and my awareness in the last 10 days than there has been in years before practicing this. And I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing while I was resting. But I'm learning that and how valuable that whole exercise is for me personally. Because I'm realizing that that's balancing everyone around me as well. Because I'm doing that inner work, right?
Yeah, that inner play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always been a really powerful one for me, doing that.
Yeah.
To bring me back to calm and to center.
So my thing isn't as much about getting things done as it is about bringing things into balance.
And things get brought into balance by being in balance.
Yeah. Yeah. And the interesting thing is too, that as I focus and attend to balance, a lot of things are getting done. And a number of things that I thought were important to do are just kind of fading off into the background. And it turns out it didn't really have that. It wasn't mine to do them, or they weren't things that I had to do. Things that I wasn't required to engage with. So yeah, just concentrating on relaxation and balance really rings true for me.
Easy, bro.
And of course, yours will be different. It'll be unique to you. But I know that that's where my power lies. My power lies in balance. Deep relaxation into balance and harmony. And that also attracts the desires of my heart. That's where the synchrony is for me. It's spontaneous to a T. I get a deep sense that my my whole being is operating correctly. And I'm loving what that feels like. all that the moment requires is to just be. Hmm.
Yeah, the reason I ask Craig if you can get there without any modality is because I really relate to that. Because before I was looking at any modality, right, and see what works.
Mhm.
So I've done
Yeah.
Qigong, I've done some tuning forks, I've done some binaural beats, I've done Ucom, I've done breath work, I've done so many of those. And yeah, some work, some work less, or some work for a while and then they stop working. And what I realized is like, it's like when I go for a new modality, it always work in the beginning, and I feel like it's my belief, and it's also like I allow my body to relax more. I kind of give permission to that practitioner or the modality to relax more into it,
Mhm.
and yeah, I would say like it's, I don't know if it's all, but most of them are permission slip, right? So
Yeah.
if we know we're complete, we're whole, everything. So it's a ego mind identity that, you know, is looking for these modality because like the higher mind is already complete, is already whole. So it's always,
Yeah.
you know, but when we shed that ego mind identity, then our true self come back online, and then like
Yeah.
I really don't think we need anything.
Yeah.
You know, so not that there's anything wrong with any modality. You know, I love them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, But
Well,
I come
every
to a
one of them is a
realization.
catalyst of sorts, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
know, it's
like
not that there's anything wrong with them or right
No.
with them. That's not the point. But the thing is, if there's a way to get you to a place where you are aware of what's actually going on inside you, and what stimulus is beneficial.
Yeah, and then like it's when you start to understand more the modality, and it's like you have a stronger belief. So if I start like, you know, I used to
Yeah.
read a lot about breath work.
Yeah.
Well, breath work works, you know, it's amazing and whatnot, right? And then
Yeah.
like for me, it works really good. But then someone that doesn't know anything about breath work be like, yeah, everybody breathe. Like, what are you talking about? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What, and
But
that kind of
like,
puts you off it?
yeah, they won't allow ourselves to go into it, right? So
Yeah.
I really
Part of
relate
the
to what you're saying there, yeah. Like in the sense of I find that I find like I do modality like Soma breath work, like silver, and I get really good results of it. Like when I was doing Qigong every day, I was just so on energy, but then something happens and then you just get out of that loop of doing it, even though it was like really beneficial, really awesome. And I feel like that's the inner resistance, you know, like stopping us from going to that lovely place because it's out of control there. And life will always bring up something, do you know what I mean, to take us off doing that. Like even the things that are really powerful and really beneficial.
Well, part of that is from looking for an answer to a problem. So we find something that so-called works for us, and then we kind of believe in that, like believe in the modality, and that
Really, we
seems
should
to
believe
me
in
that
us.
seems to leave us, well, it seems to leave us empty, because it's not about the modality. It's not about believing in the modality. And so, you know, that's one of the reasons why I've been saying that I'm conscious, or I'm cautious about creating some kind of a practice around a modality, because I've discovered that all the modalities don't work for everybody. So if you call yourself a blankety blank kind of healer, then it's like, you know, your identity's tied into that. And it's also like, you know, this is the answer, you know, so you're looking for the people who this is the answer for, and all that kind of stuff. And it's all kind of built around the modality, and it's not built around your heart. It's built around a modality.
Yeah, I might be biased, but I think that's where like the custom binaural beats come in as a great foundation, you know, a great stepping stone to all them other things. And
Well, the
obviously,
thing
let's
is
say-
too, you know, if you're a light worker, you know, either you're a light worker or you're not. Either you're a healer or you're not. You know, and if you're a healer, then you're a healer. So what difference does it make how you do it? It's who you are. So do I heal from
Yeah,
a
but if
place
you're
of
saying,
who
like-
I am, or do I heal because I have this modality that I have to force on everybody?
they're just like tools in your toolbox.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You need to drill a hole
You know,
in the wall.
that's why intuition is so important, because you're using whatever tool shows up for you.
Yeah.
You know, and it will be the one that shows up will be the one that is correct for that person in that moment. You know, that's like the recode language again. perfect time, perfect method, perfect moment, etc., right? And all of that's heavenly guided, all of it. So our training doesn't have a heck of a lot to do with it, really. But that's the old structure and the old energy that tells us that's true. And that's, that's what our self-consciousness have been built on as well. Can we trust the recode language? That whatever's required in this moment will show up in the perfect time, in the perfect way. So apparently, like I said, for the last 10 days, I've been learning how to do deep relaxation. Well, a human being was sent to me who already knew how to do that herself. And she's been teaching me through experience how to relax myself at much deeper levels than I've ever experienced before. And I probably attracted, well, no, not probably, I'm positive that I attracted her into my life because my heart knew what I needed. And it wasn't a conscious thing. I mean, I got hints and I got premonitions and other stuff like that someone would show up, but I had no idea who or how or when or anything like that. And I didn't have an agenda.
Bingo.
Yeah.
No agenda. I heard
Bingo.
something really profound. A master doesn't have any habits.
Yeah.
Like even just like having a coffee in the morning, like, okay, it's 8 o'clock, I'm having my coffee. Every morning at 8 o'clock, I'm having my coffee. Well, that means like you're not tuning into your body at all.
Right.
Right? Is that what your body wants?
You're tuning into your habit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So drop them.
Yeah, if there's an agenda, it's set by source itself, if there is one. The intention of creativity. The overall cosmic sized intention. in deep relaxation, I can tune into that. I can be part of it. I can choose to be part of it, choose to participate in it. I haven't been able to even see it when I wasn't relaxed. You could say that relaxation is a catalyst for attention. Relaxation opens the senses, and that's the physical ones and the multidimensional ones too. Opens the senses. Spending silence here is just amazing to me. It's so full and sweet.
it is a good practice. It's also good to speak, to share, to hear, because the silence opens this space to truly listen. And we practice slowing down here so that we can do it out there.
Yeah, with more intention.
Oh. Focus, to intentional focus. And we can see more than just that automatic pattern.
And just allowing it because it's our natural state. Getting out of our own way. And even allowing being in our own way.
Seeing that we're in our own way.
But then I've just heard like own, as in like own a home, and I own the way. I don't want to say I own the way, so I give the way, and that's it. I am the way.
Yeah. And you realize that anything that's not relaxation is in the way.
If it costs you your piece, it's too expensive.
Exactly. Wow. Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of people to have everything and get everything, then to realize it's actually peace. It's
Well,
peace.
we already have everything.
Yeah.
That's the paradox.
That's what Jim Carrey said. He said, I wish everyone could get rich and famous and get everything they wanted, to then realize that, do you know what I mean? That's not the answer.
Yeah.
It's not going to fulfill you.
Yeah. Yeah, and somehow human beings keep believing in it, even though everything's here in the sea of nothingness.
I decided to wrap up with a little vision that my friend shared with me on a podcast I did the other day on my page. And his vision is that in 4 years, quantum healing and quantum, ways of coming to wellness is going to be the new norm for healthcare.
Oh yeah, it already is.
Exactly. So facilitating that. And then also I sent a video in the chat yesterday about facilitating. And I thought it's just a little 3-hour-long thing. And I think it's powerful for all of us, because this is what we're doing. And it's about facilitating like big groups. It's a pretty good video. And I remember taking one screenshot in it, and because what it's about doing is like facilitating big like business groups, because what they find is like the meetings, people, they never make any decisions or get anything done. It's just never ending meetings. So like by being a facilitator, you can go to these big businesses and facilitate them in, but then it's beautiful what he's saying. It's like being the guide, But the screenshot I got from it was he's categorized what he thinks the most important 10 exercises into 4 categories. So like when he's coming up with ideas, first he calls it the 4 C's. So first they collect ideas, then they choose like which ideas to focus on. Then they get like thinking about like what's the best ways they can create that, and then they commit to it. Which I thought you'd like that, the 4 C's. Going with the 3 G's. We could have the four of everything, could we, or the 3 of everything? But yeah, like he talks about how, for instance, you can have a big group and then there might be someone that's like taking it off track and stuff, like, and how to, deal with those situations to keep everything moving and focused. And yeah, man, it was an interesting video. So I just want to share that. I think it could be useful for us all as this group grows. Yeah, it was pretty valuable, pretty interesting information. So yeah, man, big love, guys.
Can you list those 4 C's again?
Yeah, so collect the ideas, choose the best, most impactful ideas. I mean, I'm just freestyling these now, but like I've got the 4 words: create. Choose what you're going to create out of them, and then commit.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'll mull those around today. That's pretty close to where I'm at too. Yeah.
Seriously, when you watch the video, man, you'll be laughing, man, because it's just the stuff he's saying. but like he's doing this, like, and it kind of like reminded me a bit of when you first started, Jesse, and you was talking about like, you know, doing this with big businesses and, you know, amplifying and, you know, what they're already doing. It seemed like that, and it also seemed like kind of tangible as well, like, which is obviously what these businesses are going to want at first. You know, something they can believe in, and then once they get in the results, then all right, now let's go into the stratosphere. But yeah, Jesse, man, I think you'd like it. Yeah, I think you'd all
Thank you,
like
Joe.
it.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. There's been a lot of inspiration in here today. So thank you, everybody, for pooling that. It's been fun swimming in that today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
I love you guys. All right.
All right, guys. Have a great
Stay
day.
relaxed.
Yeah, that's it. Into the
Yeah.
relax.
That's right. Just get there and stay there.
Chillax.
Big love, Jess. Big
There
love,
you go.
Pascal.
And
Big
chillax.
love, Jess. Great. Exactly. I
There
love
you
you.
go.
All right?
There's another C for us.
Yeah,
Relax.
that's it. Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
Love
Thanks,
you guys. Peace, peace, peace,
Bye.
peace.
Yeah. Big love, everybody.